Hello, hello, everybody. Lori from Union Creek. Hello, hello. Say hello when you come on so I can see who's here and who's watching. All right. I'm just going to pull up my comments and we will get started. Why is it saying? Well, that's not good. Just knock down my iron. Because I am a goober. Yes, I'm a goober. Hello. Hello, friends. Hello, hello. Okay. So, like everybody else in the world, I did the stupid thing of reading a few articles about the shooting at the elementary school, and I'm like devastated. Just devastated, like everybody else. Like, I just can't wrap my brain around it. And this is why I try not to watch the news or read any news anymore. But it came up on my feed, and of course I fell into it and I read it. I'm having a bit of anxiety about it today because I read it this morning. So I need to get out of my head. So what better way to get out of my head than to craft, right? And I am going to make a ribbon wreath. Hello. I am going to make a ribbon wreath using just, well, obviously just ribbon. Does it look fuzzy to you guys? Am I fuzzy at all? It's fuzzy on my computer here. I know, it is so real. You know, being parents, it really hits home that it can happen to anywhere. You just never know when that last day will be. And we always need to remember that in anything we do. I really live by that. Like, live like it's your last day. It's not fuzzy? Okay, it was just mine then. So I have to go out of town on Monday. But when I come back, I have a gazillion wreaths. You guys know I don't sell my wreaths, but they are housed at the warehouse. And everybody always wants to buy my wreaths, and I never sell them or anything. However, I think when I get back from being out of town, I'm going to do an auction on my wreaths. And I'm going to donate the money to the... there's a GoFundMe, but they're setting up a bank account for all the families of these little victims, these innocent victims. So hopefully we can raise some money and help those families out. I have probably, I don't know, 50 to 80 wreaths. So I will let you guys know. It will include the rainbow butterfly as well. So that should go for some good money that I made. So that is my plan. So I'm going to start on that when I get back from Chicago. So this will be one of the wreaths that I will be auctioning off. I'm going to be using this sign. It says, "God bless America." I just thought it was very fitting. I had Dave scrambling all over the warehouse finding my stuff that I wanted to use. So I'm going to be putting this sign in the center. And again, this is all ribbon. Where the blue side is, I'm going to be using this Patriotic heart ribbon. Again, I felt that very fitting for this wreath. Okay. And I'm going to be using this glitter royal blue ribbon. That's going to be for the blue side. And then for the red side, I'm going to be using the stripe, and I am also going to be using this glittered star ribbon. Now, all of this was on the website. So the sign, if you want the sign, it's A is an apple, P is in Peter, 8866. They're red and white, and this is nice ribbon. And so is this. They're both the same. Like, the quality of ribbon that's been coming out is amazing. This red and white striped is RGC 156624. It's a 2.5. This blue is RJ 603025. Now I think we only had a couple of rolls of this. So if it's gone, you can use any solid royal blue if you want. And then this gorgeous ribbon is RGE 126127. So, now depending on how much money I raise for the auction, actually, I shouldn't say that. What I raise for the auction, I think I am going to split it, because last time we did an auction, we raised a lot of money. But for this auction, we'll probably raise a lot more. So I think what I want to do is I want to half it and give half to the families in Texas at the elementary school. And I want to give the other half to the families of the buffalo tops shooting, since it's like right in my backyard. So those families need help as well. So I will be posting the event, like I said, when I get back from holidays. And let's make it a little bit of a difference. Let's try and make a difference, because it's just wrong. It's bad out there, my friends. Okay, so I'm using the large board. Okay, so I've already preloaded most of it. So if you're new, I'm going to do a few preloaded. Here's my top. So the top is where the two holes on row 1 are together here. We use these for a hanger. So I can actually I'll put my hanger in right now. So you go down and up, close your zip tie a little bit, and where did my cutters go? There they are. And make a hanger. Now, I've sectioned off the board. What I've done is I've gone straight down, so right across to across this way. And you'll see I have a marker here. That's a quarter of the board, okay? So a quarter of the board is going to be done in the blue and hearts. Oh my gosh, it's the least I can do. Like, it's just those poor families. So this quarter is going to be, like I said, the red, the heart and the blue ribbon. I will be doing row 5 as well. And then the rest of the wreath is going to be the stripe ribbon and this star ribbon. Now, I don't know if I have any more of this in stock. I had this from last year, and I only had like a quarter of a roll left. But you can use even a red solid or a red, anything with red and white, just to break up some of the stripes. That's all I wanted to do. But the stripe matches this ribbon beautifully, right? So that's why I picked these. Now, you can do a wreath like this with any ribbons. Just pick some ribbons that match together and that you really, really like, and go for it. So we're preloading, like I said, because I'm doing a quarter, only a quarter, I just did a marker line right down the middle and quartered it off. And then I'm going to preload my board, which is going down one hole, back up the other, and just zip it till you hear a zipping. Now, I always use 6-inch zip ties for this. You can use 4-inch zip ties for this project. And normally I say don't use 4-inch because they're too small. For a ribbon wreath, I think I have some orange here. These are even tinier. For just make sure they're good quality so they don't break. But you can use the tiny zip ties because you just need to slide the nub of the ribbon into it. Now, I don't like these little ones, so I use the big ones. So you're going to preload all of 2, the regular holes on 3, the regular holes on 4, and row 5, we are going to preload when we get there, okay? So I did some of it already. We'll count the ribbons. You won't use a full roll of any of them. So we'll count the ribbons when we're done. And like I said, you don't have to do it exactly like me. You can use whatever you want. First thing I'm going to do, though, is I am taking this cording off my sign, and I'm going to put a cable mount. Where did my cable mount go? There it is. Hello everybody. I like to take the sticky thing off because the sticky padding, when we use it for a sign, sometimes in the heat, the sticky part for the padding actually comes away, comes up away from the plastic, and your sign will fall off. Okay. So the first thing I want to do is find out where the center of this, so this is 15 inches long. So I want the center, which would be 7.5. Got something straight here. I'll use this. So I want my cable mount right in the middle, right at 7.5 there. So we're going to take pipe cleaner, and I'm going to use some E6000, and I'm also going to use hot glue so we can if I can open it, so we can use the sign right away, but the E6000 will keep it on for good. So I just kind of did 2 sides, 1, 2, and down the middle with the E6000. And then I'm going to use some hot glue. And I think Lori needs a new glue gun. I think this one pooched from yesterday. I don't know why. And I'm going to put it right in the center where I had put my mark. And hold it down for a second. Okay? So now I'm just going to put this to the side, let it dry. And it'll be ready for when I am ready to put it on. All right, so let's get this started. Where'd you guys go? There we go. My nose is still running. I've been crying pretty much all morning. Between the trial and reading that today, I'm really emotional today. And I'm like scatterbrained. All right, so the ribbons. We are going to cut, I am using the striped ribbon, this red striped ribbon, on row 2 up to here that's blue to blue. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 on row 2. Let me write that down. Okay, so stripe 11 on row 2. And then the blue will need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for row 2. And then row 3, I'm doing the star. And we need, that's blue, we need 1, 2, 3, it's easier to count it, like, let's put these up. Okay, so we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 on row 3, stripe, or star. And 1, 2, 3. How much did I say? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's what I thought. And then this blue, 1, 2, 3 of the blue. And then row 4, we're going to do stripe again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stripe. And 1, 2 of the blue, or the hearts. And then row 5, we need 1, 2, 3 of the blue. And then the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the red stripe. No, star. Okay. So I wrote it down. I will post it when we're done. Okay, we're going to cut our ribbons. So I need 2 more for striped ones on row 2. You're going to cut your ribbons at 12 inches. So, of course, I'm going to use my handy dandy measure buddy. Okay, so I'm going to so I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because I already put 2 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I need 6 striped. So I'm going to pull my measure buddy out to 12 inches. 12 inches, you guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cut it off the measure buddy. Slide it off. Now we're not gonna, what you're gonna do is make sure it's all lined up, the edges. I'm gonna show you a little trick. Now for this one, you can see I have the tails pointed like a tie, right? Like a necktie. And I have all the points are 1 inches. Yes, this is all 2.5 inch ribbon. It is, Patricia. Thanks for asking. Hello, hello. So to get a 1 inch point, because I want all the points on my ribbon tails to look exactly the same. And to do that, after you pull it off your measure buddy, don't open them, don't cut the edges or anything. I'm going to show you a little trick. What we're going to do is take the top, fold it over lengthwise like this. Now I may have a few too many ribbons in here, but I got these are really sharp scissors. Okay, and then put the end of your ribbon on your mat, and then put your thumb at 1 inch. So I have the end of my ribbons on my 18 here, and then I have my thumb just below the 17 inches. Okay. And now I'm going to take my scissors. Like I said, I have a lot of things, but these are really sharp. I am now going to cut from the edge to here. And again, I'm doing it the opposite way than that you would do a dovetail. Alrighty. And I'm going to do the same on the other side. Fold it over. Put your finger about the 1 inch. And from the edge to the corner. Then we got perfect tails. Pointed tails. Alrighty. So let's get our stripe. Oh, we need I've already done the star. So to do this, you're going to fold it in half. Okay, I'm going to zoom in on this. Open your ribbon. Now, what you want to do is, because we want the ribbon to kind of fold or kind of go outwards and have a nice little curl to it. And to do that, when you do your ribbon tail, I can see my line. So when you fold it in half, make sure you do your crease there so you can see your center line. I'm going to pinch it in the middle first. Okay. And then I'm going to bring the top down and then the bottom up, pinched in the center. And this, when you do it this way, it gives a nice curve and pleat to your ribbon. Okay? Flip it up, and when you flip it up, you're wanting to make sure that your tips of your ribbon tails are the same length. Squeeze the bottom, and you're not going to do a fingertip length with this. You're just going to kind of slide it in and then do your zip tie up. Okay, just like that. And then your ribbon tails fold out or fan out really, really nicely when you pleat it like that. Okay, let's do another one. Again, fold it in half. All right, pinch it in the middle. Bring the top down, bottom up, and flip it. Just like that. And then slide it in. You can add a little bit of glue if you want to make sure your ribbon stays secure. You can put a little bit of glue over top or just put a dab. Lift the little nub up. Put a little bit of glue under it and then push it down. So you can do either way, or you don't have to do glue at all. It's totally up to you. Alrighty, and next is the heart ribbon. Now, the heart ribbon, when you cut a 12-inch piece and you flip it up, I have a friend that has a pet peeve about ribbon designs being upside down. We won't say who it is, but she's a good friend and I love her. Yes, I do have this ribbon in the store. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut pieces at 6 inches. And I only need it to do for this ribbon because this ribbon is directional. Okay? So I'm going to cut at 6 inches. And then I'm going to cut another one at 6 inches. And then how many do I need? 2 more. So I'm going to cut another one. Yeah, we all love her. And then another one. Okay. And then I'm going to take the 2 pieces, make sure both, like the hearts, are going the same way. You're going to butt the ends up together of your ribbon, fold it in half, put your finger at the 1 inch, make your point. And this time I'm putting the 2 pieces together. So there's 1, 2. Now there might be an easier way to do the directional ribbon. I just find this is the easiest, just to cut them, because nobody can tell the difference once you put it in. And there we go. Now our hearts are all going the same way. You do this one. Yes, her name begins with an M. She has this thing, but that's okay. I love her anyways. She's a little OCD. But everything has to be directional. And I cheat. I'm sure there's an easier way, but I cheat. I don't mind saying it. So when you're doing a ribbon wreath like this, it's really important to do that center one first, because you can see how it pleats in the center, but it also curves out. Okay, and there, we're going to put this one in. So you can see why you could use 4-inch zip ties. All right, let's cut this off. Again, you can use any ribbon combinations you like. There is a ton out there right now. But don't make it too busy. Mine's a little busy, but that's okay. All right, so here is where we're going to do this really pretty royal blue. I just want to break up a little bit of these hearts here. So again, I'm doing blue. We need 2 more pieces. Again, 12 inches. I have the hearts pointed out. You can have them, as long as they're directional, you have it any way you want. Okay. So I need 1, 2 of these. Fold it in half. Okay, and then we're going to fold it lengthwise. And ribbon wreaths are great, especially for between 2 doors, because they're definitely flat. Okay, I need 1 more blue there. The measuring tool is the Measure Buddy. You can buy it on uniqueinthecreek.com. It's another invention that my husband and I came up with. So you can measure ribbons, yarn, mesh, anything from 8 inches all the way up to 20 inches, because both sides open. I'll show you in a sec. Again, you want to make sure your points. And again, I would put the glue under, but my glue gun's not working. But you can just put a dab of glue and then push it down. Dab of glue, push it down. dab the glue and push it down. So it's zip tied in as well as glued in, so it's not going to go nowhere. All right. Okay, so the next row on my red side is the stars. Now you could use, if you want to break up this, if you're going to do a wreath like mine, like this one, you could use just red, solid red to break it up. I just didn't have any solid red. However, I had, like I said, a quarter of a roll of this, and I thought this would be good. So you're making each ribbon tail exactly the same. The blue is hearts. Yes, the blue is hearts. Not quite sure if that's what you were asking. Okay, so we are on row 3. I'm going to need another heart one up there. So we did 5 heart or stars on row 3 and 3 of the really pretty royal blue. Oh, Barbara Croft, I don't know. I don't know. I'm Canadian, right? So we do not carry guns in Canada. So I'm not even going to touch on that one. Okay, so next, row 4, I'm doing stripes. So you can definitely, it would be easy to price this because you can definitely see how many pieces of ribbon you're using. We counted them. And it's kind of an inexpensive wreath if you think about it, because we're not using all that much supplies. It appears like we are, but we're not. Zoom out a bit. And I think it is going to turn out really, really pretty. And this will be the first wreath I'm going to auction off when I get back. That tail doesn't look even. There we go. Yes, you definitely can do it on the small board. Why I used the large board was because my sign is kind of big. Ooh, look, the sparklies match the sparklies. My sign is kind of big, so this is why I used the large board. But yes, you can use the small board. You could put, you know, a 6-inch or 8-inch sign. There's sky's the limit. You guys know how much ribbon designs are actually out there. So again, I just want to say that when I get back next week, I'm going to start arranging my many, many, many wreaths I made to put up for auction. We're going to do a fundraiser for the families in Texas and in Buffalo. I was actually in Buffalo the day of the shooting. That was the Justin Bieber concert that day. So it was down the street from where I was. And I will be signing all the wreaths Because one day maybe they'll be worth money. You never know. When I'm dead and gone, they'll be worth money. So I will sign all the wreaths that I sell. Okay, one more stripe. Okay, that's the last of our stripe ribbon. Put the blue over top. The ribbons are 12 inches long, and we cut them to a point, a 1-inch point. Okay, so this one, these two here on the blue side, they're hearts. So again, we're going to do 6-inch pieces so we can have our directional ribbon. 6. 12. 18. So I use not even a quarter of a roll of this. So this is the last of the hearts that I'm going to need on this wreath. So you can really see that one roll will really do a lot. Okay, so make sure your directionals are both the same. And we are going to make our point. Just put your thumb at the 1 inch. Don't cut your thumb, but cut right above your thumb to the corner. So you make nice corners there. There's 1, 2, and put them in. See, and nobody will be the wiser that I cheated by cutting them. Oh, that's pretty. I love just that hint of glitter because it's got that hint of glitter in this sign. It's going to be beautiful. Beautiful, my friends, beautiful. This half ribbon I cut at 6 inches. All the rest I did at 12. I only cut this one in 6 inches because I want the hearts going the same way. And I don't know how other way to do it. And if you're just new, I'm going to cut a 12-inch piece and I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. Because some of you may be like, what does she mean? The directional. Well, yeah, you could. So the heart's at the top. I never even thought of that. It's okay. It still looks pretty. So if you have a directional ribbon and if you do it at 12 inches like we did the rest, now you got me thinking. I have so much ribbon left over. I should make the hearts at the top. Anyways, okay, so here's a 12-inch piece. We're going to, and I'm just showing this for anybody that's new and trying to figure out what is she talking about directional. Okay, so if I cut this like I did the rest, okay, and we scrunch in the center and flip it upwards, one side of the heart is going down and one side is going up. So that is why I cut it at 6 inches and put 2 together so I could put the 2 up. And now I'm really, okay, I'm going to have to go redo these after. I'm not going to redo them right now. But I will, so all the hearts are at the top. Because now you got me thinking. Okay, so we're on row 5. So we're going to preload all the holes, including the shared holes on row 5. So down and up until you hear a clicking. Down and up. That's the normal hole on row 5. I'm sure there's a way to twist the ribbon so you don't have to cut it, but I can't be bothered learning. I'm too lazy. Just as easy to cut it. Okay, so when I flip this over, it's got all the zip ties. You'll see a whole circle of zip ties look like stitching. Okay. So from here, so this one's going to be blue, this one's going to be blue, this one's going to be blue, and these are going to be the red star. You don't think I need... Actually, you know what? If I did all the hearts, I don't know. You guys got me all guessing. Okay, so star one. So as you can see, once you get your ribbons on there, they overlap and you don't see the board or the zip ties. Oh, it's a little bit big now. Oh, we're going to go over that. I had that whole problem with the horseshoe that I had upside down. If you do your wreath, you can do it however you want. I wanted the hearts upwards so you could see them not going down. So do your ribbon or one any way you want. This is a Unique in the Creek large board. You get from Unique in the... All of this is from uniqueinthecreek.com. All the supplies. Blue. 2 more. So this is one of those wreaths you could definitely sit and do on your lap while you're watching TV. Because you can preload your board on your lap, you can cut your ribbon on your lap, you can preload the board, I said that already. You can ducktail them on your lap and then you can put them in. Again, you don't have to do a patriotic. You can, there's so many ribbon combinations out there. You can make a really fun ribbon just with, or a really fun wreath just with ribbons. No mesh, no tulle, no nothing. Okay, and then these 3 are this blue. We had unicorn ribbon. I don't know if we still do. Okay, 3 12-inch. 1, 2, 3. I just showed you, Stacy. You fold it in half. And put to your edge of your ribbon. I have it on the 17. I put my thumb right below the 16. So I know that's where I'm going to cut, right up to the corner. And it makes the same point every time. We have the cutest unicorn stuffed heads wreath attachment on the website. Just type in unicorn, and if we have the unicorn ribbon matches it exactly. So if we have any unicorn ribbon left, if you type in unicorn on the search bar on uniqueinthecreek.com, it will come up. Yes, I will be doing it. I have to go out of town on Monday. I don't think we're back until Thursday, so I will start preparing the auction, getting stuff ready when I get back. And this will be the first one I auction off. And all the money will be going. That's okay, Stacy. All the money will be going to the families of the buffalo shooting and the elementary Texas shooting. So sad. Help those families out. Because you know those elementary those kids, the families probably did not have insurance to pay for the funeral. Like, you don't normally put insurance on your children. Oh, that's pretty. There we go. Super easy. You just need to pay attention to your cuts. Oh, I have no idea when I'm doing the auction or anything. I'll figure all that out when I get back. Because I have a lot of wreaths. I think so too, because it kind of reminds me of the flag, right? And you can see the ribbon better when you do the points. I'll have to go. Alrighty, let's put our sign on and we're done. This turned out really, really nice. Much better than I had thought about it in my head. So again, really very little ribbon, only because I did only a quarter of it. And this ribbon, I had some of it open, so I still have like a full roll almost. Okay, let's do our sign. So there's our top, because we put our hanger on it. I'm going to go down the center holes with my pipe cleaner. And the sign oh yes, we'll be doing texts and emails and everything. There we go. God bless America. What do you guys think? Different, isn't it? I think I like it. It is amazing. And you guys can use any ribbon combos. I like for ribbon wreaths, I do like using 2.5 inch. You can, however, like I had this really cool 1.5 inch. You can, if you have a plain ribbon, and you have a 1.5 inch that you really want to use, you can just put your 1.5 inch over top of your 2.5 inch and make your tail. And that way you still can see the 1.5 inch and it covers the board. What's matter?
Breaking news.
What's breaking news?
Ray Liotta.
Oh yeah, Ray Liotta died. Yes, I seen that right before I went live.
Oh, it's not breaking no more.
Not breaking.
You already know.
Well, it came up on my Facebook.
That shocked me.
Did he say what he died of?
Died in his sleep. That's all it says.
Oh Lord. You don't like it, you love it. What do you think, honey?
He was in the middle of filming a movie in Dominican.
He was filming a movie?
In the Dominican.
Oh my gosh. Look.
That is, it's really pretty.
Yeah.
Oh, sparkly.
I know.
Oh, wow. When you hold it up, wow.
Isn't that cool?
Wow, that is awesome.
Now, if you don't want to do the sign, which I do really like the sign, however, you can turn this into a flower. And I have this, just this wood star, and I was going to use this. I was going to paint it. I just didn't know what color to paint it, but I was just going to put a star in the center too. That would have looked really cool. Or I don't have a colored. You can do, I only have, ooh, black actually looks cool. You can do like a half ball and make it a flower. Isn't that cool? Like, that's simple. So all kinds of stuff. Actually, that looks really pretty, doesn't it? I like this on there. What else do I have over here? Well, you guys get the gist of it. So if you don't want to put a sign, you make it a flower. Either or. I like the sign too. I wouldn't, I don't know if I would keep, if I was going to do this, because there's so much going on, I would do the center a solid color. Okay? Just because if you put a pattern on here and put it on top of all of this, it will really probably look a tad bit messy. Okay? So you want to keep, my rule of thumb, if I have a lot going on, I try and keep the center basic. If I have a center that has, you know, all kinds of different colors and everything in it, or I've Mod Podged, you know, a napkin or whatever, then I try and keep the flower part more basic with solid colors that match the center. Does that make sense? So if this, I wouldn't, maybe paint it white to break up some of this, but I like this, and I definitely like this. I should lift it up a little. Anyways, and that's all I have for you guys today. I feel better. I was just like a big ball of anxiety today. Like big time. I had to do something to get my mind in a better place. You guys don't think I should redo these ribbons so that the hearts are right at the top? So it would be like this one. So the heart would be right at the top. What do you guys think? Oh, you're so welcome, everybody. Well, I hope you guys try. No, just leave it like it is. You don't need to, that's why I didn't put stars or anything on it. We got the stars in the heart. Pretty much says it. Just like that. Heck no. Really, Stacy? Your Idaho is coming out in you. Heck no. I love you. Yeah, that's my rule of thumb all the time. If it's busy, something, now this is kind of solid, but it really matches the wreath really well, right? However, if I was making a flower, I think I would use this jute. which we have these. The half balls are coming in. They are in back order. They are coming in. But, yeah. Yes, Linda. Linda, we're going to do a big, huge thing. We're going to get these really try and help these families. And I'm going to try and do it as fast as I can so we can, you know, give right away. So that, because right now is when they're going to need money. So they're, you know, when they're putting their loved ones to rest, they're definitely going to need money. So I'm going to, that's going to be my goal as soon as I get home on Thursday, is getting everything for the auction up. And I'm not going to do it a live auction. Okay. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to post each wreath on our website, and we'll do bidding on each wreath. So I'll give it like a 24-hour time period or something, because if I do a live auction for each wreath, we will be here for days. Days. So I think I'll post it. If you want to do, bid on it, say for this one, if you want, I'll post this. If you want to bid on it, you would just bid in the comments of what your bid is. And then if somebody else bids higher, and then once we'll stop all the bidding, you know, in 24 hours or something. And we'll go through everybody who is the last bidder. I think that's the best way to do it, and the fastest. Because I'm telling you, I have a ton of wreaths, and wreaths that you guys are really wanted to buy, and I just didn't sell. Like that rainbow butterfly. That one better be going for a long. That was 3 hours worth of work. Anyways, okay, guys, thanks for joining me. VIPs, we'll see you tonight for Wreath Critique, and everybody else, have a wonderful evening, rest of your day, and we'll probably see you over the weekend. All right, bye everybody.